For over 4,500 years, they have stood there, defying time and logic. How? Using only rudimentary tools, the Egyptians lifted millions of stone blocks, weighing several tons, to heights over 140 meters. The popular legend, tracing back to Herodotus, suggests they used 100,000 enslaved men. A 20-year project that consumed the energy of an entire nation. But that is a flawed story. Modern scholars, like Dow's Dunham, who oversaw the construction of a detailed pyramid model, believe the genius of the Egyptians was not in sheer numbers, but in ruthless efficiency. They had no pulleys, no wheels, and no derricks as early as the 4th dynasty. They had only stone, manpower, and a single, elegant engineering secret: the ramp. The secret began with acknowledging a practical constraint. The reigns of the pharaohs were short. Mycerinus ruled for only about 28 years. They could not afford to waste material and time constantly rebuilding inefficient vertical ramps. The groundbreaking solution? 4 wrapping ramps. They did not run perpendicularly. Instead, they spiraled around the 4 corners of the pyramid, rising at a reasonable, proven incline of no more than 1 in 8. 3 ramps were used to haul the stone up. The 4th was reserved for men descending with empty sledges. Wooden timbers were laid across the ramps, like railway ties, and were wetted or greased to reduce friction. The power was pure human muscle, pulling on ropes. An estimated 18 to 20 men were all that was needed to drag a single block up the slope. The grandeur of the pyramid wasn't magic. It was pure logistics and precise calculation. But even the greatest architectural masterpiece is not eternal. By the first intermediate period, the empire collapsed. Power was fragmented, and with it, the very symbol of the pyramid crumbled. The pharaohs no longer had the manpower or the resources to build them on the Giza scale. Yet they desperately needed that symbol. They needed the connection to the primordial mound. Egyptians demonstrated profound wisdom. Why build a pyramid when nature had already provided a perfect one? Abandoning construction, they began to utilize natural pyramidal-shaped rocks and mountains as integral parts of their funerary rituals. Embodying this political chaos and ambition was Ankhtifi, a local governor at Mualla. He was no pharaoh, but he craved royal status, and he was not entitled to build a pyramid. The story of Ankhtifi is one of usurped status. He chose a distinct pyramidal mound and then built his entire burial complex to emulate the exact architecture of an Old Kingdom royal funerary complex, including a courtyard and causeway. He openly declared his royal ambition by inscribing that he was a champion without peer. This idea didn't stop with usurpers. Even the mighty kings of the New Kingdom, starting with the early 18th dynasty, finally abandoned the Giza style. They chose the Theban cliffs, home to the massive El Khorn mountain, a natural pyramid so convincing it was seen as a pyramid in its own right. It was even deified as the goddess Meretseger. The genius of ancient Egypt was not in achieving the impossible. It was in knowing when to change the rules, when to apply simple, elegant logistics, the wrapping ramp, to solve an engineering problem, and when to apply the natural landscape, the conical mountain, to solve a religious and political one. They didn't just build the pyramid, they learned how to redefine it.